Okay, about what I posted about how moms and dads and parents should not be commenting on their children's weight and how it can really mess them up later in the future. I have been getting some interesting messages and DMs, some from parents and mothers saying, I understand what you're saying, but I don't know what to do because, my daughter's father has had diabetes and I don't want her to have diabetes as well and develop the habits that he had in terms of binge eating, or I'm getting concerned in terms of health. And they are bringing up health into it. I understand. I do know that most parents get involved in terms of speaking on their kids' health on their kids' weight, because they're actually concerned and don't want them to become unhealthy. I get that as a parent. I mean, I'm not a parent, but I get that. I get the mindset because I've had so many of these conversations with my parents of stop saying this to me. Stop speaking about my weight. I do not want to hear a word about it. And they've explained to me is that they were just nervous for my health. I get it. I don't know the answer. It's interesting. It's maybe there's just a better way to go about it. I think maybe really speaking directly towards health and not bringing up weight is the key. I think that's the key to all this here. Is their health actually, have you seen an issue in terms of their blood results, in terms of certain things that you actually have seen on a physical piece of paper and know something's wrong without just thinking that because they're overweight? That's where I think there's an issue, because for my whole life I was so healthy, but I was always a little bit bigger. I really was healthy. I always went to doctors and I was kept up with things. I always had back issues, but that was really it. And it wasn't until I became unhealthy and started tracking my own health and doing all that I needed to it took me a while to decide I need to start making changes. The other messages that I'm getting, which I think are interesting from another end, are some people are messaging me saying that they grew up with parents that did the opposite, said eat whatever you want. Their parents were overweight, and that they actually struggle with weight issues now because they were never told or taught how to eat, I guess, healthier. And it's just interesting. I don't really have much to say on it other than it's interesting to see different people's sides and points of view. I don't think there's ever any right and wrong. I think the best thing I could say from just being someone that grew up with parents always commenting on my weight and it really kind of messing up our relationship for years and years. If you have something to say about health and maybe the learning